we need to get on with me getting back onto P-word. Tampons hit the market in 1933. The modern tampon. But before the 30s, tampons were dated back to ancient Egyptians. The tampon is a feminine hygiene product used to absorb the menstrual flow by insertion into the vagina during menstruation, where it expands as it soaks up blood quite efficiently. Stop, as the show can't afford to be involved with suing cases, irreversibly damaging Best Automatic's reputation.
Yeah, you just mentioned brake pads, ain't you?
Not them kind of pads, the sanitary pads.
Yeah, brake pads!
No, they're not brake pads.
Yeah, that's what it is, a tampon!
It isn't a tampon.
It's what?
It's not a tampon. A tampon has a string attached.
You being sarcastic!
My mouth and my brain do not stop functioning just because I'm using my eyes to watch the video. Even balloons are made out of latex.
Oh, so you're going to give us a lecture about balloons, are you, there?
Quite a derogatory term, actually. It's a bit sexist. Men and women are both equal that way. It's just because a lot of women have to deal with motherhood, so therefore they've come up with... I'm afraid I do, because that's why the producers have asked me to come on this show to try and make you guys more organised. And you have been an absolute professional nightmare this episode. You have not done anything right. And considering these new contracts are coming up, your brother's looking more of a candidate at the moment than you. Sorry, Captain Pervert, you have to acquire more evidence, or you're committing the action, even the crime of slander, a false spoken statement damaging to your brother's reputation. You could be liable and done for defamation.
What's that?
Will everyone stop going in the editing room and making me sound bad from whatever I've said in previous episodes?
No, they're making me look bad for some reason. That's what they're doing.
You make yourself look bad.
No, I don't. I'll do you. Don't insult me.
It's very quiet in here.
No, it's the...
Here we have the Fister Comet Safari. It's a weaponised sports car with off-road capabilities, with its off-road tyres and four-wheel drive. That was released in the 2017 Doomsday Heist, costing $700,000, with a top speed of nearly 95 miles per hour. But based on the real Porsche 911 930 Group B, that can go a real 120 miles per hour, a real 1982 would set you back 125,000 today due to how rare this 911 Turbo is, as they were modified with a Swedish kit and importer whilst keeping most of its original iconic look, with the only clue for the rare one outside appearance, with a large oil radiator for a front spoiler and inside performance, with turbocharger increased to 330 to 360 horsepower, making it an impressive rally car for Group B regulations, why it has the Group B in its name. But in this group included the 924, the 928 and the 944 models, part of the 20 special edition ET racing cars built for Holomogen, and was only 15 of these special edition road cars were sold on Porsche's best customer list, and the remaining 5 were reserved for the International Rallying Programme from 1982 to 1986. But it didn't stop rallying until 31st of December 1989, with its 700 RPM torque 24 valve gas engine. Still a fast car by today's standards, making this 80s Porsche still impressive to engineers and those collectors lucky enough to find and afford such a masterpiece off-road sports car whilst maintaining its 80s retro look for nostalgic petrol heads of the classic car post the generation before electric and hybrids were cool and worked. How are you doing this week, Charlie?
You know that my old daddy from Best Automatic, the producer, he came knocking on my door.
Alright!
Yeah, and he made me tea, but I had to get rid of all them booby traps for the burglars that you told me to build. Because he said that was dangerous.
I didn't tell you to
You
make
did!
I said watch the film, not
No!
create them.
Yeah, you told me to build booby traps and that.
I like his saying booby traps, boobies everyone.
Yeah, that's what they're called, you idiot. You're just being disgusting and using the
What's
other
he
word.
getting at?
He's trying to use a pun and trying to be rude.
I'm not trying to be rude. Oh, what do you mean, Charlie, that the producer's come round to your house?
Well, he knows where he lives.
I asked him where he lived so I could come around and be a hero and save his life and open them bottles of box and all that lot.
Yeah, but you've got different intentions.
Well, it seems like the producer's got the same intentions as well, hasn't he?
Well, as long as
You're just blaming, you're just bleeding sick.
exactly. Has the producer brought you some more food, Charlie? And some
He
more...
bought me a takeaway.
Yeah, but has he got you any more food in the house?
I don't know. He said he'll pop round and make me tea and stuff.
Oh, that's good. When's your mum
He
back?
said I bottle up proper now.
Oh, that was nice of him.
He said it was a bit disgusting drinking out the toilet.
Well, it is.
Yeah, toilet drinking water drinker. Yeah.
So your true colours are coming out again.
No, alright, the little bugger won't tell me where he lived, did he?
Yeah, because it's stranger
You
danger.
don't do that at all. Whatever desperate situations you're in, don't ever give out your address.
No, never. Especially on this mic.
Oh, he did that, did that? At least my old daddy turned up.
Well, that was nice. At least you've got somebody there. But I'm getting a bit worried. I thought your mum would have been back by now.
Yes, so did I. She said she was going to Spain or something.
Right, she must have gone for 3 weeks then, hasn't she?
I don't know.
Maybe your mum don't like you.
Dude, you're so
You didn't like
horrible.
him at all when he came on, so what's your problem?
It's not about liking or not like him. His mum's made him that way, but now he's a poor child what's on his
My
own.
mum made me that way.
Well, you're a bit worldly wise.
Me?
Yeah, for your age, you're a bit forward in your years.
Emma, is that a good thing?
I suppose we've been looking after yourself these past couple of weeks. It
Yeah,
probably
I'm
is.
a man now, aren't I?
We're the man of the house because you've been left on your own.
Yeah. So, nah. I'm not like that, Captain Paper. Emma, he lives with his mummy.
I know most of
You
them
don't
live with
have
their
a
mums.
mum, just don't want you, that's why.
Why are you being so
Oh,
horrible?
he said give my address so I can meet his mum, or what?
So now you're showing your true colours.
For his mum then.
So it wasn't through
Well,
genuine...
that insurance investigator, you telling my brother to keep my doll.
Yeah, because you're picking on a poor child. I think you do need to
I
be
was
punished.
not picking on him.
You've just been doing it now!
I have not. It's a bit of banter, or what?
It's not a bit of banter.
It to Captain Gorgeous. Don't he try to give it
That
all the
wasn't-
knowledge on me, did
Yeah,
it?
that wasn't banter either.
What was?
Captain Gorgeous. And you're not doing banter now.
Yeah, he's going into my mum.
Banter, it goes forwards and back and it's mutual. That's not mutual, you're just being mean.
No, that's what they apply that on
You're
the
a grown adult, you're just despicable.
I'm not. What's despicable mean? Yeah, what's that mean?
Do you know what the word dictionary means?
Dictionary?
Yeah,
it's a
buy
fucking-
one, and then you'll understand.
I'm not buying a lady.
Because you're always asking me, what does this word mean? I'm not here on Sesame Street, I'm here on a car programme.
Sesame Street? What the bleeding hell's that?
It's that other old program, you remember, with the puppets.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
used to
that
watch
teach
it, don't
little
you?
kids words and letters.
Not wrong watching it now, is there? But it's not on no more.
Yeah, 'cause of a scandal with that chocolate vampire or something, wasn't he? Count Dracula or something. Run out of numbers or something and start taking blood or something.
How can you run out of numbers? They're infinite.
Infinite numbers? How's that work out?
Well, you can always put a +1 on.
Plus one?
Yes.
No, you make things bleeding confusing.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Do you know they like prices on cars and stuff?
What, but the plus one on it? I don't get what she's on about anyway.
So you've never heard of a Google or a Ben or a Googleplex or oh, I know one that'll probably know, Sextrillion.
6 trillion?
No, Sextrillion.
6 trillion? Oh, so that's like some sexual move then?
No.
Oh, she's coming out with filth now!
See, I knew that number would stick.
Family proud damn near enough.
See, I knew that number would
Oh, you
stick in your head.
sexy sex maniac.
It ain't, it's an actual number.
Sex and stuff.
I haven't, it's a number, it's a real number. Like a
No,
Google.
you're making bleeding things up. Never mind, I'm still getting... We bleeding now you're getting attacked by a load of Christians on the same wall up each morning.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
Move out there. I'm trying by the cars every time I try to leave the machine gun. I don't want to appears.
Is there anybody near him to help?
No, we're in separate lobbies.
Oh. Well, that's no good.
Oh, yeah, I know. Now our mums won't let us play on the same lobbies because we end up all screaming and shouting, my mum said.
Well, can't just one of you go over just quickly to his lobby and help him out?
Why would they do that for? Yeah. What are you trying to... Says she's batting in with a brown dam and all that.
Well, I'm just thinking, actually, I might need to put in with the programme a bit more, because do I have to create my own bring my own character on this?
No, you're not coming on this. It's a man's game, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's a woman's game.
No, it's a man's game.
It's all about the shopping.
What shopping?
Yeah, you shop for clothes on this, then you buy buildings.
Oh, yeah, there is buying clothes and that.
Yeah, loads. It's all about buying.
So... a lady's thing is shopping then?
Well, there's a sexist idea that, yeah, we love shopping, but men love shopping and women both love shopping.
You said leave it, you're getting in an awkward situation. What?
Well, it's like now I'm thinking about the Irish fella. Should I come on and help him?
What do you
Because
mean?
none of you will come over and help him.
No, we're not doing that, are they? They won't bleeding do that at all, anyhow.
Well, you need someone to drive. You can't keep this up. You eventually
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Because when was the last time you slept?
Slept?
Yeah, have you been fighting the car all this time, or have you been able to get off?
I can't even bleeding move at all. It keeps coming back. I can see the driver for there looks like you. I know, they cloned me as well.
It's a mask.
Yeah, but why they're dressing up like the same as us?
Probably to camouflage who the real killer is.
I can't bleeding kill the killer because it keeps coming back every bleeding time.
Well, it's obviously clear it's not you.
It's gonna come back. It's GI, isn't it, you numpty? Don't you bleeding start on me?
And plus it's Christine. That car was meant to be well known for regenerating even before these games.
Don't be still.
Ooh, helicopter's gone.
GI, will respawn, won't it?
Oh yeah, that's what the game does.
Alright.
Yeah.
It does seem quiet when the game doesn't speak, doesn't it?
Yeah, which I always find a bit dodgy because I think he can speak.
Oh, can he speak? He don't speak at all, does he?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he hasn't got the capability.
Well, can he? He don't speak. No, is it? Right, so we're finally on my challenge with my boss now. And why you put all the way down there? Because it doesn't spawn there. What on? So, what are you doing there? I'm trying to get under the bleeding bridge. That's what I'm trying to do.
It's a shame you lost the skull because it looks really cool. I don't even know how that's still lit.
Well, somehow it is. I mean, rockstar logic, but we're not there to criticise that, are we now? I mean, I am actually struggling to just get through this bleeding bridge. But I finally do get there.
Wait a minute, why is the clock counting down already? You're not even at the multi-story yet.
Because he started the challenge, that's why!
Meant to start when he enters the multi-story.
Producer said to me that he's forgotten to do something.
Oh, what's that?
Change the batteries on the digital clock.
I thought that was a bit odd. No, I've got to start all the way down the road.
Exactly. That's wrong, is that? Nobody else has.
Hey, I know. So that makes you in the same situation as me then.
How?
Well, he might fail, won't he?
Yeah, well, it's unfair.
That's just how it is, isn't it? But you know, it's how this bleeding program works, isn't it?
Well, not if you all got organised.
Oh, we'll all do it separate, don't we?
Yeah, which is silly.
No, we're not allowed to join each other.
Well, just don't shout at each other.
now our mum said that. That's why we all do it bleeding separate.
Well, it's like now, bring your voice down then. Or
Yeah,
get off, you
should
grown men get your own place.
We're not living together. What she thinks she is? A set of Londoners and all that.
No, I mean in your own individual pads, your own...
No! Who's
pads.
got a cat for me then?
Yourself? You mean you don't cook now?
Hey, my mum does that.
She's not your slave.
Oh, you heard it. He does. Yeah, he does like.
You aren't about much about that. You won't move that at all, bruv, have you?
Exactly, and aren't you older?
Well, yeah, obviously I'm older. Yeah.
That's even worse
What?
than your little brother then. Because you should have definitely
Well,
moved out.
don't twist it on me. I don't know what on earth.
And Captain Gorgeous, I know you still live with your mum as well.
Yeah, that's where my mum doesn't want me to catch colds and stuff and that, germs and stuff.
I think she's a bit overprotective, your mum, because she
Mum,
won't let you watch
not
films. She won't
Yeah,
let
you're
you
not allowed to
cold.
watch, what, Star Wars? Now we find out he don't even know who bleeding James Bond is.
That is bad.
What do you mean it's bad that I don't
I mean,
know
look at
James
Charlie.
Bond is?
He's a fraction of your age. And he's on his own.
Because I live on my own now.
And he can't go out with, like,
You messed up
money
there,
and go
fella.
shopping.
You're bleeding, shut up, I'm bleeding, no, I've messed up.
Let him concentrate.
I mean, we're meant to be discussing. I mean, yeah, I'm in a technical difficulty here, and it was very awkward, and it's an annoying vehicle. Now, I can understand why people don't go out and drive these vehicles in a public lobby at all. Well, yeah, that is right. Well, this is what we're doing it for, isn't it? You know, nobody don't bother with buses, do they? Well, yes.
Well, no,
now we know the reason
they're a bit
why.
unpractical, aren't they, in certain places?
Well, they look nice, but you do know they don't know they're bleeding ain't.
Well, it's not designed to go into a
It's
multi-story.
challenge. Do you think a bleeding shut up? You're doing a bleeding van.
Well, yeah, but it's a bus or what?
Well, a minibus.
Yeah, alright, don't stop. I'm
Minibuses-
being all quiet and everyone's starting on me right now.
Nobody's staring on you, we're just
I've
pointing
been
it
out
out.
all bloody night, more or less, because this little sulky features was crying outside my bedroom bleeding door.
We said doll instead of doll
Yeah,
then.
crying over that bleeding door, wasn't he?
Oh, for crying out loud.
So you messed up there. You went wrong way, didn't you, Irish fella? I bleeding know that. Tell me something I don't bleeding know.
I know, pointing out the obvious.
Why, he's bleeding does, don't he? What are you saying? I'm advising you, aren't I? I mean,
No, you're not advising. You're not advising, you're criticising.
Maybe that's why you failed yours. No, because you're cheating technically, because your clock's going really slow.
Exactly.
Well, that's not my fault.
Yeah, because the producers forgot to put batteries in it.
Well,
I don't think it works that way.
the way it bleeding does for me, because I had to start all the way down the bleeding
Well,
road,
yeah,
didn't I?
that's why I'm really hoping you do it, because you've had to start from a
Well, you
disadvantage.
know, he does it. Oh, you want not sympathetic with me, were you?
No, but he had to start all the way down the road. Hey!
I've got time to spare as well.
Hey, you've got time.
No counting down. I've done it.
Yeah, but you've done it, so you got double points, so it doesn't matter. You're
Right,
out.
aye, I've got.
It does seem strange when it's all silent like this, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he refuses to speak.
Why doesn't he speak then?
Cause I told you he don't bleeding speak. That's why.
I bet he's got the capability to do, though.
Well, it's on the next bit.
Right, Albany Roosevelt Vallon is a sports classic 4-door limousine for 6 people. A driver, 3 passengers and 2 on the sides. Costing $982,000 on GTA 5. It has a single V12 with 6-barrel carburetors with a front mid layout engine powering the rear wheels. With 115 horsepower, 6.2 litre, with vertical ram pipes. However, it's based on the real 1928 Cadillac 341A Town to Dam, which was well known back in the 20s for being Al Capone's car. Unlike the real car, it lacked for suicide doors. If you're confused over suicide doors, then I'll explain who Al Capone was. His real name was Alphonse Gabriel Capone, born January 17, 1899, and died 25th of January 1947. His nickname was Scarface. He was a notorious American gangster and businessman who attained power and wealth during the Prohibition era. This era was when America made alcohol illegal, so he became the co-founder and boss of the Chicago outfit with a 7-year reign until he went to prison at just 33 years old for 11 years in 1931. Which is nothing considering this New York City Italian immigrant who joined the 5 Point gang as a teenage bouncer in brothels. Then in his early 20s he moved to Chicago and became Johnny Torino's bodyguard, who almost died from a North Side gang attack, retired, and gave Capone control, who became famous with bootlegging. So needed fast cars such as this Cadillac to get alcohol to underground bars. Still surprisingly, we've got the Anus S80RR still at top, or 1 minute and 7 seconds. The Ubermatch Sentinel Classic at 1 minute and 7 seconds, 939 for a second. The Jubachi Rapid GT Classic, 1 minute and 12 seconds. The Fister Comet SR, 1 minute and 13 seconds. Then the Fister Comet Safari, 1 minute and 16, 187 per second. The Albany Roosevelt Vallon, 1 minute and 16 seconds, 512 of a second. The Lampata Mitchell GT, 1 minute and 16 at 982 of a second. The Fister Comet, 1 minute and 17 seconds. And the Fister Comet Retro Custom at 1 minute and 19 seconds. And because the GIMP can't speak, I'm going to introduce the plastic bag challenge. And here's the map.
Well, yeah, but look at him, right? He's driving a gangster car then.
Well, yeah, a 1920s gangster car.
Wait on. So, Al Capone was a rapper then?
No, there was no rap music then.
Yeah, you said he was a gangster, so
yeah,
he was
in
a
the
rapper.
1920s, not 2020.
You bleeding idiot, there was no such thing as rapping then.
So how did they wrap the Christmas presents then? There was no such thing as
Very
rapping.
funny, not that kind of
Not
rap. I meant rap, I meant singing.
You said he's a rapper, because he's a gangster.
It'd have been that high up, I'm quite sure it'd have got somebody else rapping the gift.
Yeah, that's one thing, right? Wasn't he called Scarface?
Yes.
So he was based on that Al Pacino movie then, wasn't he? The one with the delicious Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, it's like, but obviously it's set in the 80s.
He was more or less based on the Kevin Costner and Sean Connery movie, The Untouchables.
Yeah, more to that. But the Scarface is still to, like, idolise.
Idolise what?
Well, because he was that famous, they made the 1980s gangster, they called him Scarface.
Well, but don't you say it was something to do with alcohol? And he went to Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood, didn't he? Oh, you idiot, Clint Eastwood escaped from Alcatraz.
Yeah,
what,
he just did his 11-year sentence and then came out and then lived the rest of his life in Florida. That's where he died in 1946.
Made a album,
no, it's not like today's rappers, gangsters. They weren't rappers.
See, you're getting muddled up.
Yeah, I'm not surprised with you guys.
Yes, shut up, you mate. You don't know what you're on about, gorgeous.
Yeah, I do. I know about gangsters and they do rap music.
Yeah, with Rainbow Teapots currently in prison in Egypt.
Oh, that's that mental fella earlier. I don't know much about him.
Yeah, Tadashi 69. Wait a minute, I thought you were into rap.
I thought we were coming out with something decent about the cheating with gangster cars. I mean, it looks like a pram on wheels, really.
Well, that's how the cars looked in 1920s.
Yeah, well, they look funny, you know.
Well, yeah, a lot of engineering and great progress has been made in a century. But it's still an impressive vehicle considering cars haven't been out that long when it was created.
So, right, So, this Al Capone fella was importing cocaine and all that lot then?
No, it's not like the 80s. What it is, the Prohibition era meant that America made alcohol illegal.
Alcohol was illegal. They're well known for drinking alcohol.
Yeah, because
when they're driving down the freeway backwards and passing beer to each other.
I mean, there's still what they call some dry.
Is that why they did the outlawed alcohol? To stop people driving down freeways in the old days.
The plan.
You idiot! There was no such thing as a freeway at the time. Why did they drive them trams then?
He's sort of right, but it wasn't for that reason. It's because they were fed up of all the domestic abuse and other crimes linked with alcohol.
Well, they pay that there, don't they?
What, domestic abuse or?
No, all the people getting drunk on the streets and stuff.
Yeah, but now women have got more rights. But back to it, the reason why Al Capone became so big, because it did him a favour and it made a lot of gangsters rich. And in the end,
So he was a rapper then?
no.
Oh, shut up! It's trying to tell you something.
And then in the end, the government realised it was costing too much and it wasn't worth the hassle of keeping alcohol illegal. Because most of the population wanted it to be legal again.
I've got it now. Alright, it's like
So he made his money.
It's like that English gangster movie. Baxing Malone, innit? Where they've got the pedal cars.
Yeah, if you want to think of it like that.
Sounds a lot, but that's a musical, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a musical, but it's set in them times.
Well, that was based on Fat Sam. Was he a gangster then? He was a real life gangster.
It was meant to be a gangster, but it's a kids' film.
Kids film, because it's got kids in it. Big grown now.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, even the car, you could tell it was a pedal car. You can't have them really
Well,
driving.
that's what that one looks like, but it's got an engine in it. It's going quite quick.
Exactly, because it's a real Cadillac.
What? So, they look like a pram to me.
Well, it's a 1928 Cadillac, and if you had one of them, you were super rich in them days.
What, having a posh pram like that?
Well, if you want to call it a pram, but it's not. I think
It
it's
looks like a
classic.
big square box, doesn't it? I know that, but that's how it was in the day.
That's how all cars are, the squarish boxes.
We do a bleeding car program, and now you're criticising the old cars.
Exactly.
Classic.
Thank you, I was just about to say that. Classic.
Oh, who's all been on mooching, snooching there? Oh, shut up. Oh, he's just a creep. Oh, don't you start all ganging up on me, that. When it's been out of order.
Nobody's ganging up on you as such.
Yeah, you've been picking on me. Yeah, I've got a problem with you. You gave my doll away. You said my brother could keep the doll.
I didn't give it away.
Why?
Why every time? Every episode.
Night, talking from my bedroom door. You said that, and I'm determined to give it him bleeding back because he won't stop pining over it there.
Well, that means that's worked then. He's pining, getting on his nerves. Maybe.
Oh, so you did it like psychology on me then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rotten, that.
I mean, before giving it him back, I would just throw it away and get a double one.
Oh yeah! Now you're talking about Scarface. There's like Michelle for $51. I can get that. Or I might get upgrade and get the.
What about your brother replacing that Weatherspoon one?
No, I might upgrade and have a different lady instead of Weatherspoon. He can keep her.
Well, why did you do this to begin with? And then you wouldn't have had.
Why have you been moaning and moaning about that bleeding doll?
Yeah,
now
I thought
you
you
think
meant-
about getting a new one.
Yeah, you can't have loved that piece of plastic as much as you were making out.
Why does he like plastic for?
Because he doesn't know how to talk to a real woman,
He
obviously.
wants to talk to my mummy.
Yeah, but I think she'll see right through him.
How'd you do that? It's not invisible, is it?
No, it's just an expression, Charlie. Meaning that she can see his real intentions.
Yeah, Charlie, I'm invisible and I can sneak out and get you.
What's he doing this for?
Because he's just being mean.
I'm
He can't
not
really be
saying
invisible.
anything
If he could
at all.
become invisible, he wouldn't be doing a car show, would he,
Wow,
Charlie?
bro, where are you going to get the money from then for a new dolly then? Well, I'm going to come out of that vehicle.
You're not allowed because that's part of the show. You work for Best Automatic, so that money belongs to us if you're making a profit.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it does. If you read your employment contract.
I'll get my mum to do that, read that for me.
Well, good, because you'll find it in there
I
under...
still don't understand what it means.
It's under section 6.2b if you want to check it out.
Oh, I don't know. That's too technical. Oh, here's a quiet bit then.
And we've still got Charlie in the lead with 702. Statement 456. Captain Gorgeous 382. Irish Fella 362. Gimp 226. And Captain Pervert 116.
I'm Melissa, that's me, fully. Go